We need to build some bridges. And we're going to do that in this review because we're looking at scale models of bridge beams. These are made by an Australian company, BSR beams, and they are in 1:50 scale. The beams in question have been delivered in handmade expanded polystyrene packaging, and after we cut the tape, the giant hand crane can lift the beam out. There are a couple of other parts, and here is another one, which is a pier structure, and it also comes in its own packaging. So it's assembly time, it's bridge building time. The V-shaped piers spring off their own foundation beam, and then we've got a crosshead which just rests on top. So there we have the two sets of piers, and we can span the beams between them. The beams rest in the recesses in the crosshead, and the flat surfaces are all good, so everything stands up well. The reason these parts have such a realistic concrete look is because they are concrete, and they're also strong because they have some reinforcement inside. A particularly impressive aspect of the beams is that they have a proper pre-camber, and here you can see it is the upward curve. Of course, as the beams are made of concrete, they are relatively heavy, and if we gently put one on the Cranes Etc. weighbridge, we can see that it weighs about 650 grams or 1.5 pounds. That compares to the real beam, which weighs around 100 tons. Let's look at some of the uses of the beams, and the first is as a heavy haulage load, and the beam looks really good on a multi-axle trailer. A nice feature of the beams is that they have lifting loops cast in, so if you've got suitable rigging and a big crane, then you can also pose the beams being lifted. The best thing about these concrete parts is how well they go with other suitable models. These parts by BSR beams look very convincing, and certainly because they are concrete they look way better than resin beams. They are well made, and the pre-camber on the beams is particularly good. So if you want a great looking accessory to go with other models, then these are very good.